More men's eights now. This is now the student eights event, the Temple Challenge Cup between the University of London A over on the Berkshire station on the far side, and on the near side, Drexel University, USA.
And they're off, both crews. Drexel very quick onto their second stroke. UL have taken on this idea of what the German have of taking long, slow, gradual strokes the first 2 or 3, then winding it up as they go through the paces up to the 10th, 11th stroke. And it seems to be giving them a bit of an advantage going through off Drexel as they come off the end of the island. Drexel a little bit higher with their blades off the water, UL really much more precise.
It looks like Gwyn Batten is sending them back towards their station here, Drexel University. You see that white flag being held aloft towards the Buckinghamshire side of the river. Drexel just adjusting their steering, and it's going to cause UL an opportunity here to take, and they're keeping the rate really punchy here. You know, the ratio between their drive and their recovery in the UL boats is, you know, it's quite short. You know, it's very 1-for-1 at this stage in the race.
Yeah, and you can see the contrast in that Drexel were really quite short with their strokes and really winding it to generate a lot of maximum boat speed off the start. The UL crew went for the much more long, continuous, slower strokes, which meant necessarily after about 15-20 strokes they weren't faster, but that means their transition onto race pace is much more likely because they're already rowing really strong, long strokes. With the Drexel crew here, now for rowing short strokes, need to try and find a way, whilst already rowing max power, to row longer, and UL just transitioned onto something a bit quicker.
So we've seen the start now in this Temple Challenge Cup race, and now further down the course into the mid part of this race, the University of London have opened out that lead over Drexel University, USA, by about a length of clear water coming through into the regatta enclosure. You can see that on the left there, all the people on the bank of the stewards enclosure where the grandstand is, signifying the final third of this iconic course. And the University of London freshman winning a silver medal at the British University Championships. They're certainly one of the favoured UK crews in this event, Adrian, but they'll be, you know, quietly comfortable, having been a bit of an unknown in a US set of competitors.
Yeah, and the UL crew, 3 of the guys here won the Princess Albert Challenge Cup, so they couldn't do that again, so they're transferred in the 8, and they've got a new crew coming in here. The Drexel crew have come over from the US, having had a successful season. They're coming 16th in the IRA Championships. And we've had some comments from the guys how much they've just loved being here and just taking in a different culture and a different environment down here. And Drexel still being tenacious. To be honest, the University of London crew, like we've seen in other races, they aren't able to really back off in the same way as other crew are. Drexel here, really good rowing. It's really, and they're just tenaciously just sticking at this and really pushing very hard against good opposition.
They're keeping the rating nice and high, but the University of London will lever this hull through the stewards enclosure with great prowess as they move towards the floating grandstand, where members of the stewards enclosure will be watching on as the British crew from the University of London make it through a round of the Temple Challenge Cup. So there is the confirmed result. The University of London A will beat Drexel University, USA in that Temple Challenge Cup heat.